Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunabhayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Yo Antah Pravishya Mama Vachanimam Prasuptam सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् ॐ अथ गीता ध्यानम् ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनी अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधना बोधितम् लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरहः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद् पंकजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिन श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुल्लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः Pranams to the Lord. Pranams to all the Mahatmas in tonight's Gita session. We are learning a bit of Sanskrit, a bit of Gita, and we are trying to improve our pronunciation also in the midst of all that, and also trying to decipher some meanings. We are in this beautiful fourth chapter. How to do a karma has been said, and how to get rid of the phala, and how the karma has to be offered. And in that process, the entire action plan is converted into a yajna swarup. That where and how, in what action you offer, and you lose your kartrutva bhava from that. Like no more is I am the doer, it is I am the surrenderer. Hmm? And in that process, we have learned or we have seen about 10 yajnas. And then, we have seen till mantra number 28. In that 28th mantra, suddenly all five yajnas were told to us. So that completed the 10 yajnas, and we have to start from mantra number 29. So let's see today what yajna is going to come our way. And I hope y'all are copying down and putting a number to the yajna so that later on we have to commit to one yajna as a Gita student, whatever it is, for the rest of our lives. Somewhere, if we don't commit, it becomes irregular. So, like the horses, their vision is tied like this, and they have to just focus there only. Then only they get. So, like that, we'll have to get ourselves tied to something so that we don't leave that. Otherwise, class over, learning over happens, or we do our own swadhyaya in the way which is comfortable to us or in the way which we would like and forget. So, binding ourselves to the yajna that we would like, so that is a choice later. So, probably we'll see that at the end of the class, who's going to do what, we will figure out. Let's begin now with verse number 29. Arunji, if you can join.
Yes.
Apane juhati pranam.
Apane juhati pranam.
So tip pranam, ti will be a dvitva. Because
Dvitva.
pra is a conjunct, so ti will have an extra pressure. So
Right.
apane juhati pranam.
Apane juhvati pranam.
Correct. Prane panan tatha pare.
Prane panam tatha pare.
So in prane is let it be murdhani, not prane, prane.
Prane. Prane panam tatha para. Tatha pare.
प्राणापानगतिरुद्ध्वा
Pranapanagati
प्राणायामपरायणाः
Pranayama parayanaha apane juvati pranam dane panan tatha pare pranapan gati rudhva pranayam parayanaha.
So pranayam parayana, na? Pranayama ma should be complete.
Pranayama parayanaha.
Na prana parayanaha should happen.
Pranayam parayanaha.
Correct. Yes. So nakara. It is a murdhani anakara. Thank you, Arunji. So let us see we'll separate out all the words first, as always. Apane, okay. Juhati as it is, pranam as it is, prane panam. What is the sandhi?
Prane panam.
So very
Purvrup. Prane plus
yes,
apanam.
correct.
Purva Rupa.
Prane, correct. Excellent, excellent, Gabit. So prane plus apanam, tatha pare.
Tatha pare. Tatha plus apre.
Savarna
Swaru
Dirgha.
dirgha.
Correct. Savarna dirgha. Excellent, Gayatri ji. Excellent, Arunji. Pranapana gati rudhva. So now pranapana gati, we will not break over there because gati is for both of the words, prana and apana. Prana and apana's gati it means. So we cannot separate, that is a samasa. Rudhva, it's like our tvantavya rudhva. Then pranayama parayanaha also we will not separate that samasa. So it's not a sandhi, it's a samasa. pranayama parayanaha. Okay. So now 11th, our 11th yajna is happening. So this yajna is of pranayama. Okay. All of us, anybody who has not done pranayama over here? Anybody who has not done any pranayama anytime? All have done pranayama? Everybody has done pranayama. So what do we do in pranayama?
Deep
Prana,
breathing.
Breath control,
Take the
basically.
prana inside.
Hold
Breathing
and
and
then
breathe
we
out.
will count and
breathing and breathe out. We do some counting, hold the prana. Yes. So we are exercising. Like vyayama, we exercise the body. Pranayama, we exercise the breath. So breath is what? Only one incoming breath is there and one outgoing breath is there. Before the class we say, no, inhale, deeply exhale. We say all that. Today we didn't say. Okay. So yes, normally we do say, but today we have not said. Anyways, so what does this do? But before doing that, let us first figure out what is prana, what is apana over here. So, apane, our saptami, like deve. Apane means in the apana. Juvhati. Juvhati means we saw offer. Okay. What you offer? Prana. Prana is offered in apana. And then tatha apare. Then what else is done? Prane. Like in deve, like in the prana, apana is offered. Tatha apare. Means one is in apana offer prana. Another is in prana offer apana. We'll see that. And then prana and apana's gati. Prana apana gati. Pranas and apana's gati. Ruddha. By stopping it. Stopping it. Pranayama parayanaha. So, parayanaha. It means you are absorbed and you are lost into that pranayama. To get absorbed in this exercise of pranayama. Okay. So now what is apana? The one that is going in is apana. The one that is going out is prana. So now otherwise we will think that this we are taking in is taking in prana, like that we think. But technical word, the one that is ingoing, it's downward like this. So downward gati is of apana gati. Apana gati is downward gati. Prana's gati is urdhva gati. Udana is also urdhva gati. But we'll come to those later. So this incoming breath and the outgoing breath are offered into each other. Offered into each other means what? Like you have inhaled, pranapana gati hrudva. You have inhaled, you hold the breath for some time. And then you exhale. And then you again hold, you don't take in next one. So in one incoming breath, the other is offered. In the outgoing breath, the other is offered. So this ruddha, this holding is also a key process in this exercise of breath, it is said. So now, what are we trying to do over here? So if we have to, so different schools will actually give different proportions or ratios, that how many breaths you will inhale, and then how much count you will hold, and then how many breaths you will exhale, and how much count you will hold. So we will not follow any particular ratio at the moment. We will follow fullness. How much I can breathe in, I breathe in and hold. So when the breath is gone inside and you hold, so that holding of the breath is kumbhak. When you hold, when you have taken the breath inside, it is called as antakumbha. Breath is in and you are holding. And then now you are exhaling. And when you exhale it out completely and then you hold. So it is bahi kumbhak because now there is no air and you are holding it. So what is going in, you are filling in. That's why it is puraka. So one purak you do. When there is an antakumbha that you find, then what you are letting out, you are purging it out, re chaka. Then you do a re chaka and then you do a bahikum. So inhale, hold the breath, exhale, hold the breath is one cycle. Purak, antakumbha. Rechak, bahikumbhak is one cycle. So normally, like 6 or multiples of 6, you would be doing this exercise. Now, when we are doing this, actually what happens is our mind is bound to the breath. So, invariably, we will be in the present if we are doing it mindfully. Otherwise, mind can wander, go to moon also, go to Mars also, and over here, inhale, exhale also can happen. But the right way is bringing the mind over there and getting it is one of the ways to set it. So why these yajnas are basically happening? Why are we doing this? It is one way of purifying so that in the seat of meditation, our mind is available for us. Right now, if we sit for meditation, hundreds of thoughts will come. Something which is dead and gone also will be alive in the meditation. Like last time we saw that in the mind we have stored in so much, we have nicely archived those files. And then in the seat of meditation, one file from that archives we take. 25 years ago, you said this to me. 30 years ago, marriage has happened. That time, what husband said as a newly married, that will come in the mind. 30 years ago, gone. Husband is not even knowing that now anymore. Okay. This woman will nicely remember everything. Husbands are always forgetful. Yesterday, what has happened, they don't know. What is a marriage anniversary? The first marriage anniversary, you forgot, right? Okay. No use. What is the use of that thought? There is no use. But the archived file will come out when? Not any other time. When you want to meditate, that time only mind is not available. Mind is gone. Gone. You are sitting over here. It's gone 25 years ago. Nothing. Otherwise, it will think of future. When the daughter will get married, this. Gone. Mind is not available. Present, what is there? Present, nothing. So, all these yajnas are making sure that when we are sitting as a seeker, so this is not an end goal. Yajna is not our end goal. Yajna is only a means. All these yajnas, now today we have finished the 11th yajna. This pranayam is our 11th yajna. All past, whatever we have studied, is only a means of purifying ourselves, making us available for the highest knowledge. Okay. So now in this pranayam, if we'll go into that direction, if we'll take the help of yoga, then there are several types of it. The commonest one, the Nadi Shuddhi prana, the alternate nostril breathing. You start from the left nostril. You inhale through the left nostril. You exhale through the right nostril. You inhale through the right nostril. You exhale through the left nostril. That is one cycle. And then you repeat those cycles. Then how do you inhale through the right and left? You can stay muted. So how do you inhale through the right and left? Then we need the support of our fingers so that we place them in such a way that we can direct the breath. So then how are the ways to put so generally a ring finger and the thumb are used to open and close the nostril. The ring finger and the thumb are used generally to open and close the nostril. Nothing else moves. Only these two fingers are moving. The middle finger has no role. It is bent in and it's placed on the nose tip. And the index finger is placed on the eyebrow center. The little finger is left like that. So this is the movement. Nothing else is moving. Only the ring finger and the thumb are moving. Body rest is completely steady. So try if you can get this. The thumb is closing the right nostril. The left nostril is open. That means the ring finger is open. And one inhales through the left nostril. Then you close the left nostril with the ring finger. Open the right nostril. Exhale. Inhale through the right nostril. Close it with the thumb. Open the right nostril, left nostril, and exhale. This becomes one cycle. Now, how long to inhale? Then how long to hold the breath? And then you exhale and hold the breath. And then you again inhale, hold the breath, and you exhale, hold the breath. Now, this all ratios, different schools have different proportions. For me, I normally teach it to my patients depending upon what is the requirement. I said, don't confuse yourself. Do your potential full. Go in how much you can fully. Hold. Before you get breathless, exhale how much you can fully. Hold. Before you get tired. And then again inhale. So that would be a Madhyam Marga. Because when you go to different schools and different people say different rules and regulations, mind confuses. Then is this teacher right or that teacher is wrong? Yeah, we start comparing. So never blame a teacher. So that let us not do. Maybe he has learned, she has learned like that. It's good to say always like that. So we should know where to draw. So now by doing this, even sometimes for the patients, I will say to meditate. Uh, uh, Meditation is of two kinds. One is our this worldly kind of meditation where they sell all these mats and things and all the other paraphernalia are required with so many thousands of dollars spent on that. One is that kind of meditation. Other is one for the seeker kind of the meditation. Seeker kind of a meditation, patients are not yet ready for it. Patients are who come in the clinics having some or the other problems. With 100 problems on the physical level, mental level, how the mind will sit for meditation. So those who say all that, no, they are all lying. So that's not a seeker kind of meditation. It is one kind. So what meditation, when I am saying, I'm talking of this worldly sense meditation only, where there is some point you take 5 minutes or 10 minutes away to distract from whatever is the physical or a mental or emotional pain. Seeker meditation is not happening in that. So when I'm telling for the patients, these are people who are having already physical mental problems. So which are all of us in that category only. We are not problem free, immune free to all this and not getting affected in between the problems also. No, we are not yet that. So if there is some problem, we feel the pain, we feel sadness, we feel anger, we have all that. Okay. So we've not gone into the seeker level. So for that kind of meditation, I normally suggest the first thing in the morning, before you leave the bed, you sit on the bed and you do this pranaya, this Nadi Shuddhi pranaya for 6 or 12 rounds till it is calm and bringing the mind on the breath. Hold it over there. If the mind is gone to wander, okay, I have to make the tea and I have to make idli for today for breakfast, chutney, this coconut is there or not, or mirchi is there. Then bring back again. Bring back again, mind, inhale, bring back again. We have to train the mind. No, it will go. It will go. Will I have time to bath or not? Or first I have to run to the kitchen. Again, come back, inhale and come back. And then after you do this deliberately for 6 rounds, 12 rounds, then leave the hand. Then just the mind and the breath together feeling in every inhalation, feeling exhalation, just sit over there for 5 minutes. Not do anything. No need to think of Aham Brahmasmi yet. No need to think of anything yet. Brahma, let him be there peacefully. Right now, my chutney and coconut is only a problem. So let me just think of inhaling, exhaling 5 minutes. Not a long time. Legs and all, don't wait till the leg pain, back pain and all. Don't wait. 5 minutes. It's possible. Then leave the bed happily. Go. In the night when all the chores have happened, everything is done, the final cleaning of the dining table is also done, the last vessel is also washed, now you are ready to sleep. Don't lie down immediately. Sit on the bed. Again those 5 minutes. Again do your pradana apana. Rudhva. Again keep the mind. Make the mind available with the breath. Tie them, marry them. Let them be together. 5 minutes, not much. And then you lie down and sleep. So by that time, you have set your mobile alarm, you've played your Candy Crush, you've sent the last WhatsApp message, you have just seen the last Facebook update. Everything is over. After that, I'm saying all that. Not doing after this and then sitting with it. Whatever, whomever you had to call, the son has not called for so everything, finish all. Whatever is the worldly thing, finish all that. The last thing before you sleep, if one does, mind is available, the sleep will be peaceful. Keeping 100 thoughts in the head, going off to sleep will not work. Keeping 1,000 agendas to run the day and starting the day, you will keep running whole day. Make it down. So this is like a very short method of 5 minutes before the start of the day and ending the day, where we are not rushing into it. And once we start practicing, it's like a deliberate putting that tying that horse, How is the wild horse controlled? Anybody knows? So a wild horse is very difficult to control. A big fence is put. This wild horse keeps on running. And then gradually the fence is narrowed and he's tamed. He doesn't know that. Then he gets tamed. Gradually it is narrowed now. So like that, our mind is like that wild horse. It's like, you need a very big open ground for it first. And then when we start taming it, we are reducing, then it will be available later. When we are applying our Vedantic knowledge and sitting for meditation, it will be available that you close eyes and you are able to see the expanse of the Brahma, the vastness of the Brahman, the Anutva of the Brahman, and that is me. That mind will be available. Unless it is that tamed one, it won't happen. So it's one of a very beautiful yajna where we can also, dravya yajna, we don't have a guarantee how much dravyas we would have and how much our dravya we will never be enough in life. We have always, I don't have enough kind of a feeling we carry. So in this 5 minutes thing is a possible and a doable thing. Coming back to this prana and apana, the entire vital energy is also called as prana only. So that's not wrong. We saw over here only outgoing. So prana connotations are many. In this particular verse, it is taken as the outgoing one. But under prana as a big head, there are 5 vayus, which Ayurveda also mentions. That one which is coming in, we call it apana vayu. That one which is going out is prana vayu. That one which makes us speak, udana vayu. That one which is pumping the heart, helping the blood circulation from top of the head to the tip of that toe. It's a vyana vayu. And a vayu that is sitting in the mid region and digesting all that what we are doing is a samana vayu. So pran, apan, dhyan, udan, saman. These are the 5 vayus under the category of prana only. So by the name same prana, we have it. Then if we go into Vedanta, then there are another 13 vayus. Then Krukkala and all also names are there. One which will open the eyelid, for that there is a name and all. For one which is yawning, there is a. But all those also will be broadly classified into these 5 vibes. So normally all our excretion and all whatever is downgoing, a delivery or whatever is coming from the down orifices is a apana vayu karya. Samana vayu is it's not digestive fire. Okay. It's a vayu. It's not a agni, but it is aiding the agni. In olden days for the chulha, when you light a fire, then what do? Then you blow, either with some fan or with some pipe they have to blow. Then only the Agni will get stronger. So Samana Vayu, it's a Vayu. Agni's role is different. Samana Vayu is not Agni. Vayu is not Agni. Both are different. But Samana Vayu helps digestion. It helps the Agni to glow brighter. This Vyana, then Udana, and the fan. So in our old, when we were as learning and we had to attend the clinics, Ayurveda clinics. So we have the medicines before food, after food, like that we will say, no? So our teachers used to write like this, apana. That means it's before food. Like that, vyano dana. What is in the after? Like that we had the words, like when to take the medication in terms of the vayu function. So such an important characteristic. And not only that, in Ayurveda, importance for Vayu is given like if Vayu is normal in the body is healthy. If the Vayu goes wrong, finish, other elements in the body would also start going wrong. Like there is Vata, we say Pitta and Kapha are also there. And the Vayu's position is given so much so, like this Pitta and this Kapha, they are said as lame, Pangu. They cannot move on their own. Vayu takes them for the functioning. So if Pitta's function has to happen good, Vayu has to lead the Pitta. Kapha has to happen good, Vayu has to lead. Says Kapha and all is not the phlegm and all, okay? In your joints and also there is Kapha, the lubrication aspect. So Kapha is not, so that's a loose translation. Vayu has to be over there to make the Kapha function correctly. So much importance of Vayu. It holds the body together. If Vayu goes wrong, the body disintegrates. Aches and pains in the joint. Huh? And the commonest thing, like in an X-ray or an MRI, the common thing doctors will say, okay, there is a degeneration. Huh? That's why you've got whatever cervical spondylitis or arthritis or lumbar spondylitis or whatever they say. Why? The lubrication is less. You need some lubricating injection, they will talk. Huh? This is Vayu's. If Vayu has gone crazy, then these things, it dries up the things. So Vayu to keep in check is a very important, and as a sadhaka, we need our body healthy. A sick body is not fit for doing any of the tapas. So finally, our tapa is what to know our own true nature, right? We are lost. Body should be available for that. If body is not available, then the purpose of the human life is gone. So to keep Vayu in check is important. And then the next shloka, when we'll come, then I will tell that what does this Vayu do. We'll talk more in the next shloka. Let's go ahead.
Excuse me. I have Prana Vayu, Apana Vayu, Udana Vayu, Samana Vayu. The fifth one, please.
Dhyana.
Jnana.
Dhyana. Dhyana is in the heart, in the center region, doing the function of circulation of blood.
Thank you.
Pranapan, Vyanudan, Saman. अपाने जुहति प्राणम् प्राणे पानं तथा परे प्राणापानगतिरुद्ध्वा प्राणायामपरायणाः. राधा कृष्णन जी. Number 30th. Apare niyataharaha.
अपरे नियताहाराः
Pranan praneshu juhati.
प्राणान् प्राणेषु जुह्वति
सर्वेप्येते यज्ञविदः.
सर्वेऽप्येते यज्ञविदः
यज्ञक्षपितकल्मषाः.
यज्ञक्षपितकल्मषाः अपरे नियताहाराः प्राणान् प्राणेषु जुह्वति सर्वेऽप्येते यज्ञविदः यज्ञक्षपितकल्मषाः.
Excellent. So now let us do the Padavichhed. Apare, as it is apare only. Niyataharaha, we'll keep it together because the vibhakti is for the ahara. Niyata ahara, niyataharaha. Pranan, as it is pranan. Praneshu, as it is juhati. So no sandhis happen. Now over here. Sarve pyete. Sarve api ete. Tell the sandhis now.
Purva Rupa
Purva and
Sandhi.
Yan.
Purvaroop, yan is there.
Yan Shanti.
Yes. So, api and ete is yati. Pa has happened now. Sarve pyete. Okay. Yajna vidaha. So, visarga comes over there. Yajna kshapita kalmashaha. Okay. So now let us see. This is our final yajna. So 12 yajnas have been mentioned. And this is the last one which we are going to see now. What is this 12th method? So in this, niyata ahara. So 12 is the niyata ahara. That means disciplined diet. A diet that is regulated. Not eating anything anyhow. So, controlling the diet, offering the prana into the prana. That is the thing. So that's why I said in the previous verse that I'll come to the next verse and, for example, potato. All of us know that we say it is gassy. Vayu is getting aggravated with it. And people like only potato to eat. That means what will happen to the stomach? So the ahara has to be regulated and then the prana has to be offered into the prana. Controlling it. Some people like only chilies to eat. It should be how much ever spicy you make, they just can't. What's wrong then? The pitta and all will get aggravated. Finish, not available. Then deal with the acidity, deal with pimples, deal with whatever, boils, deal with whatever, piles also. God alone knows what. Some people like sugar on everything. Even on the rice, on that poha, on that upma, with the dosa, with whatever, with chapati. Without sugar, they cannot. What will be the thing? So holding on to one particular thing and keeping on doing that one thing only excessively is not going to lead us anywhere. The diet has to be niyata. Then the pranas will be in check. Otherwise, it is going to go haywire only. Then we say, no, why it happened to me like this? For any say in Ayurveda, this is there. Sarve roga mandagna. All the agnis, if there is agni problem, if you are not digesting well, all the diseases are rising from the stomach only. All the diseases rise from the stomach. All the diseases, when the metabolism is not good, that time the disease rise. In short, if we have to say that. But who has spoiled that metabolism? We only eat at any time. Morning breakfast can go at 11 o'clock. Then it is not no more a breakfast, okay? Lunch will go at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. No, I see this in Singapore schools. Okay, this I'm seeing with the kids now because now the kids, I don't know whether you all are watching the YouTube updates that you get that the kids' Gita prep is happening. So by the time they reach home, it's 3 o'clock. Then only they reach home to have their lunch. I just can't imagine lunch at 3 o'clock is up. And sometimes the recess is very late. So the first meal itself will go very late, 10:30, 11 o'clock. So we'll have to actually check in, like even the school timings should be in such a way that at a correct time the recesses are left. So kids have to eat at proper time because if that time, if it is not given, then as adults, how? Then office hours are very crazy. The lunch time is not guaranteed time only. And then those who have night shifts and all finish. When they will eat food in the night only at 2 o'clock and 12 o'clock and whatever. So this Niyatahara concept, we definitely need over here Ayurveda only because it's our Shastra, not the modern practice of diet. So because some little bit of Ayurveda I know to and practice, I'll quickly summarize. So I can write down the 7 points for a Niyata Hara. First, I'll give the pointers, then I'll give the explanation. So first is the Swabhava, number 1. Second is the Sanyoga. Third is the Samskara. Fourth is the Matra. Hope you all are writing. Fifth is the Desha. Desh. Sixth is Kala. And seventh is Upayoga Vyavastha. Upayoga Vyavastha. I'll repeat now. Swabhava, Sanyoga, Samskara, Matra, Desha, Kala, Upayoga Vyavastha. This, I felt, is the most crucial and beautiful part of Ayurveda. In modern times, if you will hear the diets, it will be very scary. This much protein you have to eat. This much carb only have to go. But I can't digest so much of it. No. Your age is like this. Your weight is like this. Then this is must. Finish. So in one bracket, the entire world comes. What is my position? Where I am of? What is my Agni Sthiti? How can? No, you are going for gym. Then this protein powder you need, or you must eat some 10, 12, 8, God only knows how many eggs they ask to eat. This much is need. Then I get wonder, how will you digest so many eggs? One egg to digest, poor Agni has to do what all? No, if you are doing this, this is the thing. And then so many diet comes, and then this some people will say this is very good for this. Then finish. Avocado, everybody behind that poor avocado. Then this US will manufacture that avocado garden in what way and how that plant is treated and what all is done. Please definitely go and read how that avocado harvest is happening. Very scary. Somewhere it is manufactured. And then the rest of the world has to eat. Same thing they did for that soya. And then from nowhere, paneer has this protein. Everybody on that protein means everybody on that paneer. Paneer ki sabzi is like, my God. And then everybody gives that knowledge. Paneer is very good. Paneer is very good. Ayurveda doesn't agree to all this. Okay. So we are coming to these points. That time I'll explain. And I got a chance to say because at least our satsang members would be aware this Niyatahara concept, We'll have to correlate with Ayurveda only. Our Shastra only will be the Purak for it. So there won't be any other Shastra. You don't have to go to a modern diet to understand that. How do you make paneer? Milk you split. You put some lemon into it or you put some agent into it that will split. दूध को फाड़ना, spoil the milk and take and then squeeze out the water part and वो फटा हुआ दूध पनीर है. The spoiled milk is that paneer. Milk we are saying sattvic. Now you have spoiled the sattva. What has happened? It has become tamasic. Now do you see protein into it or you do see tamabhava into it? See how it is. Then we are full because we understand, because that is only bombarded. Any advertise on the TV, any theater, any gym, any instructor, protein, protein, protein. But the sattvic aspect of that milk is gone. It has become tamasic aspect. All this will come in Gita's later chapters. This sattva, rajas, tama, when it will come, then we will get the food aspect also over there. Some more continuation of Gita will happen, the food will happen in Gita itself in the later chapters. But here we will have to understand it through Ayurveda Niyata Ahara. How the food is regulated. So the first point is Swabhava. Swabhava is the nature of the food. Nature of the food, Swabhava. That food is easy to digest or difficult to digest. I don't digest this well. Then will that be very good for me? It might be in that protein content, whatever. But if I don't have that digestive capacity, is it going to suit me? Even if I'm in that same bracket of age or weight or whatever. For example, the moong dal, the green gram, classifier, the green gram, moong dal. It's by nature lighter. But the black gram, the urad dal, uran, that is heavy to digest by nature. So this is swabhava. You cannot change the swabhava. It is kept. Yogurt is heavy. Buttermilk is a digestive. You cannot change. That's the nature. So of the food, the first thing is we need to know what is the nature of that food. And then what is the capacity of my Agni? We'll have to match with it. I am a voracious eater, have got a very big appetite. I can go for heavy food. I can digest the masha. Masha means this, urad dal. But if I'm not having that much capacity, then how? Have to think. Sanyoga. Sanyoga is the combination. What food has to be mixed with what? You wouldn't believe all these milkshakes and what you all say? Smoothies. Milkshake if I say. All these smoothies are a big viruddha in Ayurveda. Viruddha means opposite. They don't match, incompatible food. So this sanyoga we should understand. Fruit and a milk cannot go together. Too many things into one. Example, that multigrain, no? This, we think, oh, it has got... No, Ayurveda doesn't agree with all that. Too many sanyogas, too many admixtures. It's not nice. Hot and honey. Viruddhanna. And hot and honey, everybody has been taking it and it is marketed like anything. But Ayurveda doesn't allow. I don't eat sugar, but in my tea or coffee, I mix honey. Ayurveda doesn't allow. Heat, honey and heat. Ayurveda says it's viruddha. Honey becomes poisonous if you heat it. This modern is not telling. This our Shastra is telling. So sanyoga of what you are mixing with what is very important. Swabhava over, sanyoga over. Then samskara. This salad business is not there in Ayurveda, okay? you will have to do some samskara on it. Either you are blanching it, you are steaming it, something you will have to do. So by samskara, the quality changes. The food, can we eat a raw rice? We cook it only and eat, right? It becomes easy for digestion. Raw rice will give us stomach pain. And again, I'll bring my best example. One of these days, 2 weeks ago or some time ago, I put my Facebook post on how to make ghee. And I vouched by that because it is undergoing so much of samskaras. Milk we have to boil, take out that layer of cream and all, and put some milk, put it overnight with little yogurt. So first is the heating of the milk. Second is that overnight kala samskara has happened. Then next day you churn it. So the churning, the gharshana samskara has happened. Then you get that buttermilk and the butter. Then the butter you take. That butter you heat. Again another samskara has happened. So the quality of the milk into that buttermilk of that butter, and that butter to the ghee, none of that have a same property. With the samskara at every stage, the quality has changed. But ghee is seen only as fat and not to take. Our coconut oil, not to take. What to take? Olive oil. Who said? It's available or what? Easily. No, it's ruksha in nature. So our body's integrity remains with Shita and Snigdha. Shita is cooling, Snigdha is unctuous, which binds the body. If anything is opposite of this, Ruksha and Ushna, it disintegrates the body very easily. Who says? Ayurveda says. Olive oil is Ruksha and Ushna. Ushna is not integrating the body. It has to join, it has to have a longevity, it has to stay together, it has to stay younger. Ghee does all that. Coconut oil does all that. Keeping body younger, keeping the brain fresh. Memory is built. All this is written in the text. Ghee, dhruti, smruti, everything is the ghee property. Keeping body young. Fertility increases with ghee. Something happens to the brain, I don't remember things, I'm forgetting things or whatever is there. Ghee. And different medicated ghees rishis have told for what disease, what ghee. Samskara. With the samskara we can change. Then comes matra. So much grams. You are 70 or 80 kilos. That means, okay, you will definitely need some 55 grams or 70, 65 grams or 70 grams of protein you must eat. Then one chicken piece of 70 grams, people are eating like that because they have to work out and so much protein is needed. Ayurveda doesn't believe all like that. Matra. Matra means quantity, how much to eat. Ayurveda says, don't eat stomach full only, finish. Half the stomach we need solid food. 1/4 of the stomach we need liquids. And Ayurveda clearly says keep 1/4 stomach empty. We eat stomach full and don't drink also anything. Oh, don't drink water, don't drink water. Everybody don't drink water. No, Ayurveda says please sip water, drink water. How do we know half the stomach is full? Never we will know if we, because now we are sitting and on the table. The plate is at our chest level. If we should sit down and eat, when the plate is going to be below our navel region, and then when we are bending forward and doing that action and eating, when the plate is below the navel region, bending forward and eating, automatically it gets a signal that the stomach is full, and you get up, then you feel, oh, it's not so very full. But while sitting down, you feel that the stomach is full. Half the stomach is full, body signals enough. Sip warm water in between. Sip water in between. Ayurveda says if you want to reduce weight, drink water before food. If you want to increase weight, drink water after food. But if you want to keep your weight, have a good digestion, everything, you sip water with the food. Matra. Then desha. Desha is the habitat from where the food is grown and where you are. US, this apple in India. In Singapore, I think nothing is there of Singapore. Everything okay. As long as it's from Malaysia or from that local region, it's still okay. But we get now across the globe anything, Australian something, Japan this much, whatever. We get everything out of season, out of any globe. So Desha is habitat from where the food is grown and which habitat you have grown, what you are used to. Otherwise, it doesn't digest or get integrated in the body. God alone knows where this chia seeds came into picture and everybody is paying so much to get that poor chia seed. Huh? What happened to our sabja? Sabja is our local, no? Tulsi bija. Nobody is wanting that. Huh? Chia, we give more money and get that chia only. Then what? Couscous. God alone knows where this couscous came from. They buy so much. God, what is not available, no, go behind that paying so much money. What is locally available that nobody wants? What is traditional food nobody wants? Something new in the market. We want variety. But over here, Desha is very clearly seen what, in what habitat. See, a South Indian can finish a mountain of rice, okay? You come to Maharashtra, you come above Maharashtra, then they'll give you so much only rice. Can't eat. And North will eat chapatis, rotis like nobody's business. And in South India, they eat chapati as a fasting food. As if nothing is there in the stomach, they fast with chapati. Really? Not a joke. They feel as though they have not only eaten anything. So your habitat, your desha is very important. What would suit you? What is the satmya has to be seen. What is grown where and where you are geographically. What is your digestive capacity? This has to be taken under thing. Everybody, okay, idli is light. Everybody is eating idli only. No, it won't digest. Geographically, where it will digest there. Kala. Appropriate time to eat. Because lunch and all, I'm saying the 3 o'clock and all will not work. It has to match. Pindite Brahmandi, Ayurveda says. Whatever is happening in your body is happening out. Whatever is happening out is happening in your body. Everything has to match. Sun is brightest at 12 noon. Agni Tattva. Your digestive fire, Agni Tattva. Eat your maximum meal at your daytime at the noon time. Night, everybody at the dinner time joins together. So the biggest meal, complete meal is at the night. Dinner only, lunch, have some sandwich or something. Otherwise, office, I'll sleep. People say this. The biggest meal has to be at the noon time. Ala. The biggest meal cannot be in the night time. Nothing. Suryasta. Metabolism. It's not available. Eat minimum or don't eat at all after sunset. And Upayoga Vyavastha. Upayoga Vyavastha is like a manual. Lot of rules have been said over here in this column. Upayoga Vyavastha, how to use the food, how one must conduct. So few I will mention. Not to talk, not to laugh, not to watch anything. Our kids, unless you put the iPad in front of it, they will not eat only. Why? Who taught them? As if they knew the iPad. Parents only. Parents want to get rid of it fast. No extra work. No, just give the iPad and they will do. Parent can go ahead and do some other job. Mind is not available. This action is keeping on happening, looking at something. Mind is not getting saturation level. What is connected with the food, mind has not sensed. Like sometimes when we are driving, we are seeing the road, but if the mind has gone something, we don't realize only what we are going to dash or what. Mind is not available. Mind cannot do two things at a time. Multitask is not Ayurveda's target. Mind has available for one task. After that, another. Otherwise, there is a fraction of second where it is not available for that task. So, where we are coming now, why this much explanation? Ayurveda says eating food is like a yajna. And you are praying, you are not attending your mobile. Like that, while eating food, Agni is the yajna over kunda over here. Stomach is the yajna kunda, the fire. And you are putting the food into that fire. So when you are offering that puja, You are not supposed to do anything else but do only that job of offering the food. We exactly do only not that and do everything else. Watch TV, talk with family, we meet friends, or nobody is there, then open the mobile and sit. A jalpan, a hasan, like that, and not to keep the mind everywhere while eating. And while before you sit for eating, make sure the pet in the house, the old person in your house, the passerby in the house, whoever is there in the all others are fed, and then you have to eat. Whatever, pitaras, yachakas, dog, cow, whoever is there, give everybody. When you sit for eating, sit with all your fork or spoon or ladle or water or whatever you want. Once you sit for the yajna karma, you are not allowed to get up again from the middle. Oh, this I forgot. The water glass. If you are living alone and if you have to do, otherwise, you will call somebody, or probably the wife has to get up and go for you to get it. This will not work. Yajna karma is happening. You have to everything place, and once the yajna karma starts, don't talk here and there, don't look here and there. Do only the action of offering it to the yajna kunda. That is the upayoga vyavastha. So we have gone. The time is though over. We have gone away from the Gita aspect, but I just couldn't prevent myself from saying this niyata hara concept in Ayurveda. So now this becomes individual's job to assess. It is not one universal food given to somebody and oh, this is the best food. This is a super food. So everybody has to consume. Everybody cannot consume standard food according to Ayurveda. It doesn't work like that. It is an individual action. It is the individual assessment. How much one person can, where that person is. All these factors will count. Somebody who's working in the farm and somebody who's working in the office atmosphere, both requirements are different. Somebody who's working in the night shift, somebody who's working in AC atmosphere, complete different. Requirements are changing. There is no standard. This food is superfood. This is the best diet. This, according to Ayurveda, doesn't work. Ayurveda has given set of guidelines. Ayurveda has given properties of everything, and it would be the individual niyatahara. It cannot be a universal law for all. One size fits all. It doesn't work over here. So our food habits, we can keep this as our, a measure stick, and then decide whether I can eat or whether I cannot. There are other factors also, considering the factor of Agni. There is a Manda Agni, where the Agni is small. So when I said that Yajna Kunda, when you have to light a fire, you light a small twig first, correct? When the fire catches fire bigger, then you put a little bigger branch. And when the bigger branches catch fire, then you put a log. You cannot light the log all at once. The log will also not burn, and that little fire which was there, that will also go off. Means what? The fire goes off and the fuel stays as it is. Means what? Your digestive fire will go off, and whatever you have eaten, if it is like a log, will stay like that, only undigested material. So I'm saying it's like a yajna kunda. Whether this food I'm taking is a twig or a branch or a log, it is for me. It cannot be for you. If my Agni is very strong, I can take in a log. Means what? A heavy food. But same thing, it cannot be for you. If yours is Mandagni, then what I'm saying best probably is killing your fire, and that best, whatever said, will remain there like undigested material. So we'll have to keep lots of thoughts into this and search into our scriptures only for the answers. It cannot be elsewhere. Then sarve api ete yajna vidaha. Yajna vidha means those who all know how to do the yajna. They yajna kshapita kalmashaha. And the sins are destroyed by following the yajna method. And I'm going to take help of Gurudev's book over here. Gurudev has defined what is sin in such lovely language. Please listen to this sentence. Sin is but a wrong pattern of thought channel. Sin is a wrong pattern of thought channel that is etched in the mind by a devolutionary thought. Devolutionary means which is bringing you down, entertained by a deluded ego in its extreme misunderstanding and its consequent attachment with the body and sense objects. I feel this is my misunderstanding, my likes and dislikes are stronger, and that puts my decision of right and wrong away. It deludes me. So this particular definition, I'll take a picture and I'll post it in the group. Those who have the green book, it is there in the explanation and of this Niyata Hara verse towards the end, the last, third last paragraph. So Gurudev says that so many yajnas have been told. It is not for anybody to argue. All paths are going to lead finally to one, and they are great only, but they are only the means. It is not the end. All these 12 paths, one can choose all, one can choose one. Anyways, it's only a means, it's not a destination. So, we should keep in mind what we want and head towards it. Our thoughts should be lofty thoughts, not what we want of the worldly things. Something higher thought if we hold, then a higher discipline is needed. And these are disciplines that we are putting on ourselves so that the vasanas that are stuck of so many janmas, it will help to clear those wrong notions in us. So I'll put this picture in the book, but I think we can stop today. We've done only 2 verses, but we have covered some crucial point on pranayam and ahara. And here comes now the most important part. I'll give some time for you all to think, and I'll open the group if it is closed, where each one posts what yajna they can relate to, what you can relate to. And first we can take that, okay, I'll follow this for 21 days. Then we can make it 42 days. Then we can make it for the rest of the year. Then we can make it for the rest of the life. Think over 12 yajnas. Of that, one you should pick up as a Gita student, as a seeker, and you should put it over there where you would try to follow something of that, so that we are able to change our old pattern of thoughts. We need to somehow evolve in life. With the same old thinking, we cannot evolve. We'll have to do something differently. Something in us should change. And these yajnas are mere guidelines. Let's see what we can. I'll open the group if it is closed. And no need to post today only. After tomorrow, any day you can post once your thought is complete. Before the weekends, before the Saturday, before the weekend, post it. Whatever. Okay, this I will take, this I will take. And then you must follow. Go through the yajnas once again. Take a day or two. And then by Saturday, you can post it. Okay. So let's end today's session. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Hari Om, everyone. Thank you for joining. And by the way, those 7 pointers are called as Saptavidha Ahara Kalpana. Okay. Saptavidha Ahara kalpana.
Shabdaviha akara. Sabdaviha akara.
Kalpana.
Kalpana.
According to test book, Shabd Avatar.
Thank you everyone for joining
Thank you
in.
very much.
Kalpana.
Thank you.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om ji.